All right. It is awesome. So I want to give a quick shout out to Ubisoft. Just came back to your game to do this build, and the lag is absolutely outstanding. Yeah, just ridiculous. I also want to give a shout out to Elgato. Man, way to create a piece of gear that, as I'm recording, changes its settings. When I close the program and reopen it, it changes its settings. It's nice to know that I bought a piece of gear that you keep releasing new software updates that don't fix problems or create new ones. I'd be happy if you get your heads out of your asses and get it all figured out. But I digress. Let's get into this tank build. So, full tank. You'll notice the first thing about it is that we are running 3 offensive, 14 defensive, and 2 utility. We have just over 380,000 armor and almost 160,000 health. Taking into account Unbreakable gives us a standard health pool of 542,000 health. Utilizing the med kit for that, we're looking, everything said and done, with between the armor, the health, Unbreakable, the free med kit, and the hive, I have a total health pool of just over 1.4 million and close to 1.5 million health pool. So that's what we're dealing with here. So without further ado, I'll just get into the build and how it all works. So I'm running my primary as the Diamondback exotic. It's doing over 100,000 per shot. Essentially, guys, this is a marksman rifle that's classified in the rifle slot. So you can carry a lot more ammo for it, which is great. And the main perk we're using, both when I'm using this weapon or when I'm using Bertha, is Shedding Skin. Particularly when I'm using this weapon held. While drawn, each round is loaded, you gain plus 20% bonus armor. So if I have all 5 stacks, that's 100%. So you got to think that I'm looking at, over 750,000 health just for firing off all 5 bullets. So that's what I'm talking about. Between that and the health pool, without even taking Unbreakable into account, that's over 800,000. Anyway, moving on. Good old Bertha. I use this in all my AR builds. Ranger, Allegro, Protected Reload. Protected Reload does stack with both Shedding Skin when I'm using this, and also Shedding Skin works in conjunction with Protected Reload when I'm using this. So I get significantly more armor using the Diamondback. But even while using the P416, while I'm using Bertha here, I get this plus 10 bonus there, and I get the holstered plus 8% bonus there. So I get 18% bonus armor while using this guy. As far as our sidearm, we're using custom PF 45 for the In Rhythm. This is to get my hive back when I use it. And into the armor. So I have 2 masks I can choose from. This is the one I primarily run as the full tank build. Both are Badger Tough for the plus 7 damage to elites. This one is a health and health percentage and a 12% damage to elite mod. This one is a small health percentage, a hazard protection, but plus 40% damage to elites. So this is total 47% damage to elites on this mask right here. So if I'm going into the raid with this build for any reason, if just playing around, I would probably go with this mask just to be able to kill things faster in the raid. Albeit I'd have a little less health and a tiny bit more armor. Moving on to the chest piece. This is the main part of the build, is Unbreakable. I went for an Alp Summit here for the 20% skill haste. You want to go for max armor and maximum total armor. Also, with the Alp Summit, why I wanted this one is I get 2 defensive slots and a utility slot. The utility, we squeeze a reload speed. And for the defensive slot, you want armor and total armor. You could take your pick between armor regeneration, armor on kill, or protection from elites in that slot. I would prefer to have as much armor on kill as possible, but choose what you like. Moving to the holster, we got a Murakami. I'm running 2 pieces currently, but I mainly wanted it for the 1 piece, the plus 8% health. Here we got almost 45,000 health, and we have almost 9,000 armor on kill. This, along with the over 1,000 armor on kill on my chest piece, the mod, that means each kill I'm getting over 10,000 armor just for getting the kill. We do have a utility slot on this. This is another 5.5%. So between my 2 mods, I'm getting 12% bonus reload speed. Which does, of course, help. The reload speed helps to quickly reload, which helps me to keep maximum armor bonus for longer. As well as, because we are using the sturdy extended mag on Bertha, we have a negative 10 reload speed for the 20 rounds. So instead of having negative 10 reload speed, I actually have a 2% reload speed bonus. So those reload speed mods do help. Moving on to our backpack. Well, with an Araldi, you can use whatever you want here. I personally like the Araldi for the accuracy. You want as much armor as you can get and as much health as you can get. I would prefer the armor roll to be bigger, but I have what I have. Safeguard doesn't proc very often, but when it does, I'm basically invincible during that time. Hard hitting is cool for a little extra damage to elites. And this is our 1 offensive slot here, which I just tried to go for as much damage to armor and weapon damage as possible. This is assault rifle damage. I could use standard rifle damage if I wanted. Use whatever you want. Whatever weapon you're using, use that. Moving on to the gloves. I'm personally using the Murakami right now to get the 10% hazard protection with it. And I'm using it because it compensated. Since I'm only running 3 offensive, I can use this. I have health on here. And I have assault rifle damage. I could switch that out with rifle damage. You could switch that out with any weapon you wanted. One thing I will note is you can get a Badger Tough in this slot right here. It will not come with a talent. But if you feel like you don't want to run compensated or you can't get down to the 3 offensive, you have a couple more than that, you can run a second piece of Badger Tough, and that will give you 15% armor on kill. So that's what, 38, add another 15 on there, so that's 38, 48, almost 55,000 armor per kill, plus the other 10,000 we're getting. So you'd get about 65,000 armor back for kill if you elected to go with the 2-piece Badger Tough. So that is an option for the gloves, just not an option for me currently. Last piece of gear we got is the knee pads, and I think this is essential, is the Gila Guard, as you get the 5% total armor. I went for patience. The main reason, again, why I want this Gila Guard, though, is for the 2 defensive slots right here. So I can squeeze extra armor, extra total armor. These 2 have protection from elites. As I had alluded to earlier, I would prefer to have armor on kill. But hey, I got what I got. And then the other thing is the attribute. I have a plus 11.5% total armor. You guys will notice I'm at plus 74%. So I'm hoping that it goes even up to plus 15% total armor. So that would be an additional bonus. If I can get this up above 400,000 armor, I'd be virtually indestructible at that point. So that's the gearing. As far as the actual talents I use, or the skills I use rather, I use a Reviver Hive. I just throw 2 batteries on there that lets me throw a 55.2 radius. There's nothing really better that I could use here. I could use a little bit of skill haste, but the cooldown is still so long that I basically count on in rhythm to reset it. And so the radius matters for 2 reasons. One, if I accidentally drop it and then I go down away from it, I have an easier chance getting back to it. But more importantly, if one of my teammates goes down and I need to get to him, it's easy just to kind of throw it in the general area since it has a significantly larger radius. Then the other one I use, sometimes I use a turret, sometimes I use a drone and shit. But if I just want straight up healing, I'll just go with the Mender Seeker Mine. I just go with the 80% skill haste and the 50% healing that we get with the Survivalist skill tree. Let's see, what else do we got? Might as well just go over the stats real quick. So as you see, we got 108,000 weapon damage, no crit chance, 55% crit hit damage, but we have no crit chance, 60% headshot damage, 12% reload speed. I'll switch over to Bertha. Bertha, we have 18,000 weapon damage, and 2% bonus reload speed right there. Again, no crit hit chance whatsoever. Moving down to the offensive. As you can see, we have 27.5 total assault rifle damage, and where's the rifle damage? So 16.5% rifle damage, 2% bonus armor damage, 39% damage to elites currently. If I put on the other mask, that pops up to 67. 380,000 armor, 160,000 health, and 10% hazard protection across the board. Let's see, anything else I need to go over with this? I do have currently 20% elite protection as well. It doesn't list it in the stats, but I do have that going. So, yeah. So that's pretty much the build, guys. Yeah, thanks for checking it out. I guess, let's go see if there's anybody down here who wants to get trolled. Oh, let's reload. Watch the armor. They're shooting the shit out of me. Keep reloading. Keep reloading. Oh, my controller's falling apart on me as I'm trying to record. That's always awesome. Keep reloading. Keep reloading. Okay, my controller's lagging, not letting me run now. Oh, no, that's the game. Oh, dude. Ubisoft. I love you. You get your shit together. Alright, now watch this, guys. So it takes cover for a second. Alright, let's go. Alright, look at this. I'm just gonna run up on this turret like it's nothing. Reload this real quick. Civilians in distress. Gonna kill you! He's probably running around healing people back up. Oh, yep. I'll kill you with my bare hands. You notice he has an overshield. Still going down. What are you gonna do, bud? Too damn close. He's out of cover.
Let's see what's wrong. Hit him! I'm ready for you.
Watch this. Watch the armor bar. Bam. Watch this now. Okay, now I'm gonna get it. So this is just to show you how patience does. Let's get rid of the my healing mind. So my healing mind's not doing anything now. Where you going, buddy? I'm trying to move to a spot where you can shoot me. Heal yourself. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Look at that. What a bitch. Look at this. Look at this. Come on, bitch. What you got, fucker? Bitch. Alright, let's see about this. Oh man! This gun is just too powerful. Look at that. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Check you guys next time.